Nobody in this motherfucker fly to me. Day two, these bitches all in my DM, texting them back what's good, but I ain't really tryna see them. Day three, when it hit me. Day four, hit me again. Day five, when I realized I lost my best friend. Day six, that's when I started going insane. I ain't been living right lately since you been gone. Every day another woman calling my phone, trying my best to cope with the fact that you're gone. Inebriated is the only way that I'm strong. I ain't been living right lately since you been gone. Every day another woman calling my phone, trying my best to cope with the fact that you're gone. Inebriated is the only way that I'm strong. Sitting at home watching our favorite show. Who's the night's biggest loser? Vegas, probably Joe. Don't even know why I'm watching, cause it ain't funny when you ain't here. But I know you going away, so I watch it so we can stay near. I heard you trying to protect myself, but I ain't making excuses. I'm just letting you know I understand why you left. It was toxic, bad for your health. You're trying so hard to love me, but I really couldn't love myself. I just needed your patience, baby, with time. Whole time I really felt like I wasn't enough. Deleted all of your pictures cause I can't stomach the fact. After all that we've been through, my baby's not coming back. I swear that I broke down crying while writing. I swear that I broke down crying while writing this track. Day one popped out, ain't nobody in this motherfucker fly to me. Day two, these bitches all in my DM, texting them back what's good, but I ain't really trying to see them. Day three, when it hit me. Day four, hit me again. Ooh, that's when I realized I lost my best friend. That's when I started going insane. Oh, I ain't been living right, baby.
Oh, no. The audience can't hear that, right?
Yes, they
They can.
They can hear it, Herman. Live and on point, we back, baby. We doing our thing Monday night. Off the top, we have the lovely back again, back at it, doing her thing, Miss T. Nicole. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm good.
You good?
I'm good. I've been doing
It
my
feels
thing.
weird to have the microphones on.
The
I feel like I'm not
headphones?
talking. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean.
Why I feel weird?
I don't know because I hope I'm not talking too loud.
No, I don't think you're talking
Okay.
too loud. I think everybody can. Everybody want to hear you.
They do.
Yeah.
That's why they listen.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
So people want to make sure they can hear you clear. Had a good weekend?
I did.
Did you get a date this weekend?
A date?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I'm trying to think because I consider dates with my friends dates too.
Oh, you and your friends
I
need to
know,
stop
I
all
love-
this. We gonna be together. We don't need no man.
We need a man.
Mhm.
It ain't that, but I'm just saying, like, I consider that as like a date, or sometimes a date. I did have a date with myself today. I did a self date, self care, and I'm gonna do it again tomorrow.
I need to do a self-care.
You do.
What type of self-care can a man do?
I mean,
Whatever that women do. I feel like,
really?
yeah,
You guys seem like you have more options.
not really. Y'all could go get your hair cut.
No, never
You could
mind.
go get a pedicure.
What?
You can take yourself to eat.
I have never gone to an establishment and exposed my feet to strangers and said, "Here, do something with this."
I mean, you should try it though.
You never got a pedicure?
No, I do it myself.
Me neither. But you never
got
thought
a
about
pedicure? When's your birthday?
in April 23rd.
I was gonna say, well, hopefully you get one by then. But if
I
not, I'm gonna take
probably
you to get a
won't.
pedicure
I
for your
haven't.
birthday.
I haven't got a pedicure. Why you haven't got a pedicure? Herman Nazareth is in the building, by the way, ladies.
I
and
clean my
gentlemen.
feet pretty thoroughly myself.
It's
but
nothing like a pedicure.
It's
You'll realize how much you don't clean your feet.
I can't imagine anybody getting their feet any cleaner than I get mine.
Do you have a cheese grater?
A cheese grater?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wait.
You don't clean your feet.
Oh, I don't. You mean like to scrape off?
Mhm.
See, that's the thing is, I like do. I don't. Maybe I walk in the sand a lot or something. But my feet are exfoliated perfectly. Yeah.
I don't have any. I'm just like Herman too. I don't have no dead rough skin to where
You don't know
my
that.
feet soft.
Let me see.
Yeah, I think we're
Nah,
just,
I can't. My feet.
now you know
My
the thing
feet
that-
can't make no appearance.
The thing that I get that looks gross is that I wear only black socks,
Mhm.
and so my toenails will dig into the sock, and it'll look like my toenail gets dirty. But it's just
Just
brand new
lint.
sock cotton
Mhm.
in my toenail. If I dig it out and there, I'm all clean.
Yeah. But y'all definitely should I feel like men should self care. Like,
But I mean, I thought you meant something else. I mean, that only takes a few minutes.
That's not self-care.
But
That's
I
like
think
a
the
routine, a
whole,
regimen,
I
probably.
think the whole like going to the Chinese people to get your feet done, that's like a thing where they massaging your feet.
Man, you don't
They
have. They don't
doing
have to be
all that.
Chinese either. They have black owned. You know what I mean?
But they got some.
Yeah.
He black.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen no
As a white guy,
black people doing feet.
I can't imagine as a white guy going somewhere and letting black people do anything to my feet.
Yeah, ain't no.
Really?
No.
Thank you, Herman.
Why?
I just don't know. I don't know. I think we're ready for that.
Ooh,
What
thank
do you
you,
mean?
Herman.
What do you think? I don't know.
I'm not
Because
gonna do-
honestly,
I'm
the
not gonna
Chinese
touch no
people
white
or the
I would be
Asian
like,
people,
"Excuse
they
me."
do.
I would be like, "Excuse me, ma'am, I'll do it." No, I'll do it. You take a break for a minute.
Okay, I see where
Show
you're going
me.
with it.
You show me what to do.
Okay,
feet.
you
I
go.
don't know.
Okay, so you saying that they
Almost
shouldn't be?
anybody doing anything to my feet, I feel bad for them. So I'm just like, no.
You don't want to add to no more exploitation of black people, yes?
I mean, I don't want to go that far. I can think of some fun stuff.
Oh, damn. But I feel you on that. But if it was white people doing feet, I would have probably been and got my feet done.
Yeah, I wonder, do they do that?
I've never
I haven't
seen.
seen no
I've
white
never
people doing
seen
no
that.
feet.
I've never seen that. And I went to cosmetology school, and all it was predominantly black girls and Asian girls
I feel like if
for like feet.
like I feel if my wife was
nails.
like into my feet for some weird reason, I would, I guess, take better care of them.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that's why she's not.
Wow, I never thought of that. Herman, it is no white people doing feet. Why don't y'all want to scrub feet?
I'm gonna find out.
You do need to find out.
I mean, I can answer for myself. I know why for
white
myself
guy.
why I wouldn't do it.
Why wouldn't you do it?
White people down there scrubbing
I
black
don't know.
people's feet.
I can only answer for me. For me personally, I don't do it because I'm just better than that.
See how you starting already?
You better than. Yeah, but I want to see some black. I want to see some white people scrubbing and doing feet. And that's why I have not gotten my feet done yet, because the white people ain't doing
guarantee
it.
it exists as a porn category.
Right. Yeah, see, white people
White
love.
lady
See, white
washing
people
feet.
always on some fetish type shit. That's the problem.
Yeah, we're problematic.
Oh.
Historically, too. I mean,
Yeah.
there's way back in there's even like Greek and Minoan art just straight up depicting sex way back, 3,000 years ago.
We know white people got some junk going on.
Mostly with people.
I know.
I just said that to my homegirl because a part of my self-care today is I went in PetSmart because I just got a new dog. So I went and
What
bought
kind
him.
of dog you got?
I don't know how to pronounce it. Bichon Frise.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're so
White people know about dogs.
So listen, right? So I was just saying. So the guy, I was asking one of the workers about the food. I was like, "Do you think food affects dogs' behavior like it does humans?" And so he was like, "Food affect humans' behavior?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "What you mean?" I said, "Like, for example, if I eat something greasy, I feel it. Like I feel sluggish. I feel." So I was asking him, do he feel like that with animals? And he was so intrigued by the thought of humans being affected by food, but he knew everything about dogs. I was like, white people know more about animals than they do about other
white
humans.
guy act like he didn't know what the itis was.
The what?
Yeah, because that's
the itis.
Do you know what that is? See,
you don't know what itis is?
Well, I mean, it's a suffix of a word like dermatitis or
I don't know.
When black people say itis, they ain't thinking about it.
Yeah, that's when you eat a good plate of soul food. You ever had some soul food?
Wait, what now?
Soul food.
It's called the itis.
And if you eat too much of it, that's what you have afterwards.
Yeah,
but
I
think
the itis. It make you sleepy.
What is it? It's a
what do
word.
We call that? What do we call that?
Yeah, it's a word.
Make you call in to work.
Now we have something. We have a word for that. I don't.
Full.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a word. There's definitely some kind of white euphemism for
white and lazy.
What's
the definition of white people being lazy?
Oh, jeez, I don't know.
We don't know much about white people as black people.
We don't either.
All we know is y'all get paid more than we do, and that's all we know.
Well, think about how many different kinds of white people there are.
There's a lot of different white people.
Yes, like my white people, like from England and Scotland and Ireland, where my people are from, we weren't even part of the world, really. The until 1,000 years ago. Like we were literally the white people like me from Ireland and Scotland. We were the last people discovered until you got to the Native Americans. So literally, the Romans found us.
I'm glad you are here, Herman.
Conquered us, and we got Christianity. We kind of, and they're not sure if they conquered us like genetically. It looks like they didn't totally fuck us out of existence. It looks like the British Isles and stuff kind of liked what Rome was kind of doing, and so they actually kind of converted over. But it wasn't that long ago. It was only 1,000 years ago.
Now
2,000 years ago.
Now I want you to think of this theory, the back to Africa theory. Not the back to Africa, the from Africa theory. And we're going to get to the topics. I know we got topics, but we're going to get to them. But I'm intrigued. Now, do you believe that all black people come from Africa that's in America?
That are in America?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Well, you
There's
mean
some black people that was already here in America?
I can agree with that.
You mean like just extra dark Caribbean people, possibly?
I mean, what is black people?
Because the black people in the Caribbean didn't come until the transatlantic slave. We're not talking about
black people in the Caribbean. We talk about it was black people that was already here. That's why I'm saying the history was told wrong.
In the Americas?
Yes.
Not that I know of.
You don't know the history.
I do.
So you do.
Yeah.
So black people was here before white people and the Native. And matter of fact, I'm gonna take it a step further.
Asians made it here
Native
first.
Americans was the black people.
Yeah.
The Native American that we see today is some fake Samoans that was planted here by the U.S. government to trick us to trick black people into thinking that we're not the original Indians. See, what white people did, they came over here, tricked black people out of their land, and they used these different categories to classify us. So first we was Negro, then we went from Negro to colored, then we went from colored to black. But before we was Negro, we was Indian. And around the transition time where white people was categorizing us as white, categorizing us as Negro and colored, around that transition time, it was illegal for black people to refer to themselves as Indian. You would get a jail, it was a jail sentence for black people who would refer to themselves as Indian or Native American. This is true.
That's interesting.
I can't imagine that you would
see. Now you baffle
somebody. Well, no, I mean I know that's wrong, but anyway.
No,
what were you gonna say?
What?
No, what were you gonna say?
You thought I was wrong?
I know you're kidding about 90% of that.
No, that is true history.
No, but I think honestly,
they told us that history that we learned to trick black people minds.
I'm to the point where I question everything.
That's why we don't get our land.
Now, in the hundreds of thousands of years of human existence, I think that there's a possibility for sure that some sub-Saharan Africans made it over here. But I mean, what it looks like is Asian people that were already up in the northern part of Europe and Asia, and still are. Those same people were migrating, and they migrated over to this area and down and populated the whole of the Americas. This is what it looks like as far as genetically. They're Asian for the most part, but it's been so long they've a lot of their features and stuff would change just from the climate, and we adapt pretty fast. From
those are fake Indians that the government planted here to replace black people as Indians. So black people would not take back control of the land, which is America.
I mean, well, the worst thing,
foundational land. And I'm gonna take it a step farther. Most black people wasn't even no slaves, and black people hate when I say that.
The truth is worse.
And what the truth is
that we're all from the same thing.
All people were slaves back then.
Well, no, we're all from Africa. We're all from the same genetic pool that black people are from. And you can look at the way, matter of fact, you can just look at almost the way anything changes as it breeds and things like that, and see kind of what we have and how we got it. It's really not even that mysterious. We all came from Africa and we spread outward, and I think that what changed a lot of our differences may have been through European, like people where I'm from, Northwestern area, I think we're all Africans for the most part, Homo sapiens sapien. So Homo sapiens sapien is what we are now. That group is, I think, descended straight from Africa, where we all came from. I think the changes that you see, anything outside of the center of Africa, if you work your way out, is breeding with like Neanderthal.
That's not true.
I think this is a process. This is Neanderthals breeding with Homo sapiens sapien. I think that's what we're looking at when you see white people or Asian people. You're seeing different versions of that ape breeding with itself over millennia, and this is what we get.
Well, I think black people, we can make whatever we want to. We could push out a white baby. We could push out a black baby. That's why you got albinos and stuff. So everything just comes from black people, period.
Yeah, we all came straight from Africa. And I think the differences may have come from just breeding and through climate
for
the
sure.
way it happens just normal with animals. But there may have been some interbreeding with Neanderthal, they think, that changed some of the features even more dramatically.
But what I'm saying is, strictly from America's standpoint, black people
were drug over here by the Portuguese and
no
Spanish.
Way, bro.
Yes.
No. That's y'all history. Y'all came over here on ships.
I don't like to be part of that.
White people were sent over here because y'all were criminals in Europe and Britain.
That's Australia.
They sent all their criminals and low-life peasants that they did not want to America. Y'all came over here on ships and boats. Black people was already here. Congress put together this whole thing to trick black people out of knowing that we were the true Indians. We are the true Native Americans.
I like that better because to me, the transatlantic slave thing
dumb.
Was because there's been slavery for a long, long time, but nothing was ever as horrifying as the transatlantic slave. That nothing was that bad. So when anybody tries to like compare, everybody was slaves. Nothing was ever as horrifying and brutal as what they did to black Africans in that time period in 1400s and up. No, it was never done like that.
Mm-hmm. And all that stuff that we see now is basically Hollywood interpretation of what happened.
Like slavery, when they say slavery back in Greek, that's what I'm writing about right now, actually, is weird differences in the way the terminology being used, weird and wrong. Like slavery, for instance, is one that the kind of slavery that happened in this country was something that had never happened that way ever. It can't be compared to any of the other versions. It was way more brutal and inhumane.
That's not true.
And longer.
It is. Now, there are moments. There are moments where slavery was done that way, where one tribe would take another tribe and treat them like absolute dirt, and maybe worse even than the transatlantic slave, because they didn't give a shit what happened to them. So, but I'm saying as a whole, like the system of slavery was never as bad as it was when we did it over here.
So you do agree that it was a system?
Oh yeah, there was, and there's been systems of it forever,
and
but
it still exists.
That system was the most fucked up because it was, really.
But what if I told you everybody who came to America, white, whoever they came from, was a slave?
Well, according to the idea of slavery, really originally, any man, woman, or person who was not absolutely in control of their destiny, literally, like, had to ask for anything from food to a wage. That's if you needed a job, you're a slave. To them, once a wage earner was a slave to the ancient Romans. To them, you didn't. If you were a free man, you did nothing that you didn't want to do. You had someone else do it, or you were a slave. It was a weird system. And you could get out of it. There are weird ways out of it. You could be freed by your master, or, people sold themselves into slavery back then.
But one more thing, I'm going to put a bow tie on this, because this really wasn't what I was planning on talking about today. But what if I told you all people that came to America around that time were slaves to an endless time? Now, see, what happened was, this is where they came up with the concept of race. We was all slaves. All right. We was all getting mistreated by the elites, basically.
Who were the elites?
Same people who the elites today. All the people got money, P.T. Barnum and Rothschild and all those people, the elites. Same people got the money now.
Okay.
And Davos is happening right now.
Then what happened was all the people that were so-called slaves or indentured servants, they all turned into the elite. Don't matter what color you are, black people, white people, Asian people, they were like, yo, we getting mistreated. We ain't taking that shit. So the elites had to come up with the concept of white and black and race, because they knew if we just mistreat everybody together, they're gonna gang up and overtake us. But if we treat white people a little bit better than we treat black people, and we give them a little bit of privileges, and we don't give those no privileges, these people are more likely to go along with the system that we put forth, which enslaved them at the end of the day too. But we did treat you a little bit better, and we'll give you immunity from the law. And instead of giving these people immunity from the law, we'll punish them for everything they do. That's basically what happened. And after slavery, everybody was promised land as far as America. They gave the white people and other people the land and didn't give the black people no land. And that's where the confusion came from. And I just like to clear all this stuff up. Then black people weren't even mad that we didn't get no land. We said, okay, we didn't get no land, we're going to do our thing. But then that's when they start coming in with all the Jim Crow laws. Oh, you black? Well, you can't go here. Well, you can't go there. You know what I'm saying? That's the bull. It's just simple math once you break it down.
I was gonna say that's what you're saying. I would, if I could piece it together in my head, it sounds like to me that would be nicer, that there would be at least a reason for shit. But no, people are opportunistic assholes. When there's any opportunity, people take it. Like 90% of the people that lived in the South and lived anywhere were just regular poor people that didn't own shit and definitely didn't own people. Mm-hmm. So it's just like in the future, whenever they're judging America in the future and they're judging what we do, they'll be like, you guys enslaved all these small countries so that you could buy shit for cheap at Walmart. They're going to say that about all of us eventually, but we're not the ones, and we don't fucking own fucking stock in any of these companies, or not much anyway. We're a bunch of fucking, and then when they say it's time to fight, we're going to have to fight. And now that's what you should worry about right now. Really, I wouldn't even worry about fighting. Little bullshit. Worry about why they want us to start fighting about little bullshit right now. What is it they don't want us to look at? It's
all type of distractions going on. Mm-hmm. That's endless. All right, man, let's get to this. It was like, I thought the show was started. This not a show start. Live and on point. We here. We back. And that was a quick 22 minutes. That was
22 minutes.
That's how fast it flies. That history.
God. My mouth is so dry too.
We offered you some wine.
Well, I can't drink wine.
Why you can't drink wine?
Well, I can, but I take medication.
Oh Lord. Oh, what's going on? Hey, salute to everybody who's in the chat. Make sure you get a like in. Make sure you get a share in. I'm talking about a scare in, but this time you say I'm reading this at the same time. Okay. I'm trying to talk. You say, is he scared of the revolution going to start? You scared of a revolution? What type of revolution?
What revolution?
He black, so I'm pretty sure you talk about something black revolution. And also you can hit the link if you want to call in, holler at me, holler at Herman, holler at somebody. Today video we saw, we got a lot of stuff to get to. And now let me get to the topic of the show. I'm sorry, people. I got it right here. Do not expect to get treated. Do not expect wife or husband treatment as a boyfriend or a girlfriend. All right, don't expect it. And that's the topic of today's show. And the reason why I brought this topic, I saw a video this weekend of a young lady. She was out for her birthday with her date. And she had a whole group of friends, a lot of little ratchets with her.
How many would you say it was?
They said it was 18. It looked like that little video, fuck nigga free video.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked like a whole bunch of them at a party.
A whole bunch of them.
FIEE. So
FREE.
Whatever.
Get it right.
FREE.
Now wait, who gets treated better? The girlfriend or the wife? I'm confused.
No, it's a don't.
That's a good question.
Wife or nowadays treatment as a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Which I'm saying,
but his question is, well, let
me finish it up. Because they was at a party and she was expecting this guy to pay for the whole dinner party as a boyfriend. And I just try to say relationships these days are too shaky to be making that type of investment in a girlfriend. And I would damn near say in a wife. if y'all don't got no years in. But we got Herman here.
Yeah, who were these people at this party? Who were at the party? Just friends?
Probably the person's friend.
And we can't never know about friends because some people just come to party for a free meal.
Yeah,
that's what we dealing with in Black society. Motherfucker don't even like you come to your party just to get a free meal.
As a husband, unless I invited all these people specifically myself, and it was clear that I invited them to an event that was being catered by me.
Yeah.
It's otherwise we splitting the check up. Amongst all these people.
Yeah, but she was, and I got the video, but she was acting like, oh, you supposed to pay for my meal. You got my friends here. You making me look bad. I'm embarrassed. What you embarrassed for?
And that's another thing. I just feel like certain stuff is like unrealistic. If I'm dating a man and I know he could barely afford, probably like nowadays going out to eat is a splurge for a lot of people. Like, you know what I mean? Now, I don't know what her person did, but on average, like going out to eat, especially going somewhere nice as you would, I would imagine, for a birthday dinner, you don't have the money to pay for yourself, your partner, and then 18 plus ones. And
I'm gonna be real with you.
It just, I'm
thinking about how much is that?
Right? Because everybody done had some drinks.
That might be that's not that much if that was your wife. That might be $1,000 bill.
It'll definitely be more than that.
Maybe
it'll be more than that for 18 people. You got to think these people like to drink, appetizers, entrees. Is it a nice restaurant? Because most of the meals at a nice restaurant going to start at like 36. You know what I mean? So 18 people. I don't know.
No, not happening.
Like,
even as a white married man, that's not happening, Herman?
Not even close. And I would be offended if anyone.
And it's just unrealistic. Like, it's my birthday. What the hell you getting a free dinner for?
We've been together for 25 years.
Wow.
Or so.
You and your wife been together 25. How old are you, Herman? Damn.
We got together in 97 or something like that.
Damn, 97. Well, y'all was at a Tupac concert?
We were dancing.
You were dancing. Dang, Herman. You lucky.
Oh, this the video?
This the video. Hold on 1 minute. But Herman, you lucky. Because I was just thinking the other day, you might be looking sad out here if you ain't found you a good relationship before the year 2011. This not the right time to be jumping out here trying to get no relationship.
Why you say that?
It's just social media, 2022, LGBT taking over. It's just crazy out here. You might have to share your woman with another woman.
Never. Yeah. Well, wait. What now?
You may have to share your woman with another woman.
Oh no.
Yes.
Wait. What do you mean share?
Like sexually?
Oh, that's all just sexually? I thought you were talking like share.
No, they be in full on relations. Too.
Yeah,
like,
sometimes.
Oh no.
Kind of
depends. It depends. But yeah, this is the video.
But okay.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that perspective that you just said is kind of like, it's crazy that you got to think about that in 2022. Like, who gets treated the best? Because a lot of women, to the point, they don't even want to get married, so they don't care.
They want to continue being treated like the girlfriend.
Yeah,
and the girlfriend gets treated,
and the wife is the one that's getting all.
Well, that's not
because after a long time, my wife and I have been together for a really long time. You don't
treat her good.
I mean, I know, yeah, but you don't go. You don't put on a show like you do when you're.
I would love
courting
to do that.
A girl.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do that.
You would for your wife.
I mean, just. No, I just don't want to court her. I just don't want to court nobody.
But how you gonna? And then, so how would you get to the point of marriage if you didn't court me and give me a little bit of a glimpse of what I can expect in you as a husband? How are we going to get to that point? I'm not marrying you.
Yeah, but she has to put on a whole "I'm not a slut" show.
They don't even do that.
They don't do that no more.
What? Herman,
they ain't doing that no more.
As soon as you get with them, they bringing out the butt plugs.
Oh no!
They bringing out the dildos. They got the lube. Half the bottle is used. You like, what the fuck? It's not a fresh bottle,
man.
It ain't Herman. It ain't what you think out here.
It ain't way different than when you started dating.
I was just telling somebody we are living in the porn era.
Oh no!
You got to think a lot of people is out here watching porn. That's why I stopped watching all that junk.
So they're just a bunch of desensitized.
Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of deviants
overstimulated.
There
their
you
clitoris
go.
has a callus on it. They've got to use that cheese grater on their snatch just to make it have feeling again.
And they starting off young. These are 20-year-old, 19-year-old.
Oh.
I'm like, girl, you keep this freak going, you gonna be freaked out by you.
That's why they be having like
feeling.
But honestly,
see my nigga.
And honestly, I feel like it's really not new. Like, I can't even say that they're starting younger. I feel like it's just more broadcasted because you have girls that are my age, 29, and they have like 6 kids.
Oh, damn.
Which means you probably started having kids. I would imagine you have like 29-year-olds that have like 15, 16-year-old sons.
Wow. See, why my wife and I didn't start having kids until we were 30.
See, and that's what I would like to do if I have any.
My wife's Mexican.
Or your wife Mexican?
Yeah.
I stayed up all night to get a Mexican. I stayed up all night to get a Mexican.
Is that like a Taco Bell commercial?
I don't know. I think it's a song. Hey, but that's a beautiful thing. 25 years.
Yeah, it is. Congratulations.
She's gorgeous. That's the problem. She stays hot.
Cool.
Okay, so that's the thing.
So that's actually a different issue because most guys aren't like me. I'm literally still chasing it around.
Oh, the house like that? That's a good thing.
That's a great thing.
Yeah. So
that's a great thing.
That means y'all got something more to love than just making love. You know what I mean? Because there's more to love than just making love. Because some of these women turn your spirit off.
That was deep, duh.
I'm always deep,
that was deep,
but
duh.
People
now.
don't listen.
Elaborate on that. Like elaborate on that.
That it turn your spirit off. You'll be wanting to get with them, but you'll just be turned off spiritually.
Are you in a relationship right now?
No, and he's low key anti-relationship.
No, I'm not.
That's what I'm sensing.
Or was that Jay
No,
Lear?
not even that. I'm sensing a sadness. Maybe you should go.
Well, why sadness?
Because I feel like you think you can't find a decent girl.
And I tell him
I do not feel that way.
I say that.
I
say you just haven't found.
You might be right. I'm saying maybe you should go like to a small town nearby somewhere.
No, I'm not against. I'm not for all that excuse making. Talk about what you can't do. I can do all things according to Christ Jesus. And over, I'm more than a conqueror.
No. I'm saying find a nice girl.
I think that he hasn't.
I can do that too.
No, I'm not
but
saying.
I wouldn't want to find a nice girl in my condition. So I'm not really.
What's your
looking
condition?
for
What's your condition?
Wait.
I'm not the ultimate man yet.
So you don't feel okay. So that's why you feel like don't expect in the dating phase.
Well, you're missing your whole half.
Yeah.
Your whole half of what?
Everything.
Your whole other half. You say you're not the man. Maybe you need her.
I'm not the.
That's
ultimate
what I said last
man.
week.
You know what? I was thinking that too, but I don't want my security to come from being with a woman. I want to feel secure.
But so I feel like
whatever I do,
okay,
I don't want.
He got issues. He got some issues. He got some issues.
I get to talking, I got issues.
No.
Salute to Tennessee.
No, I agree with him because my wife makes a lot more money than me and everything. So you don't want to be in that position.
You feel secure with your wife?
What do you mean?
25 years, your wife leave you might jump off the bridge. You white too?
Oh, she's not going anywhere.
But I'm just saying, if you
period.
you may
she's
jump
not
off
going
a
nowhere.
bridge.
Wait, me?
Yes.
No, I'll be sad. But there's so many girls out there.
Herman, you can't just jump out. You don't know nothing about this game, Herman. What are you talking about?
It is way different than when you were dating.
A group of college women graduating this summer. You don't know nothing about that, Herman.
Because they want you to pay them now.
Yeah. And Herman, you a zaddy now. You old man.
Yeah, I'm not even. I couldn't imagine even getting excited about. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm like I'm too old.
It's really weird.
Now.
But I feel like it should, like I say every week, it should be like a balance. Like I don't feel like you should expect too much in the dating phase. I feel like, but you should be courting me just enough so that your potential is gonna lead us somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't want to do absolutely nothing, I can't expect nothing from you while we're dating. We're never gonna get to the phase of moving forward and potentially being a husband and wife, but people are not really dating for that no more either. And that's a whole nother thing.
Let's look at this video real quick. We're gonna do a quick commentary, and I know Herman can't hear it, but I want You say you haven't seen this, right, Tina Cole?
I ain't seen it.
So Tina Cole, she gonna react to it.
Like, you really just should have paid for all our food.
For one, I'm not paying for everybody's food. It's your birthday, cool, but I'm not doing that. It's 18.
Why don't you gotta pay for all y'all food though?
They at Kawaba. That's his Kawaba.
My GM.
You paying here with him or you coming with me?
Birthday, like, you really just should have paid for all our food.
For one,
No, it definitely giving stage the way she jiggling around and shit. But just from that, she was like, nobody don't want no bro nigga and all that. What you think of that?
I just feel like these girls are so blinded by social media and what social media says a man, and don't nobody want no broke nigga. Don't nobody want no broke bitch. But that don't really get talked about a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, in the words of Jay-Z, can I get a fuck you to the bitches with all of my niggas who don't love hoes that get no dough?
No,
can I
seriously.
get a woo-woo?
I don't think that, like, I don't know, because it's unrealistic, and I think the music and just like social media depicts like this luxury lifestyle. Like I said, you gotta know who you dating. That man look like he probably have an average ass job. If he even got one, he might sell a little weed or something. We don't even know what kind of job he got.
How do they meet people? How do people meet now?
Social media.
I'm finna go there. I'm gonna get there. 1 minute, but I'm going there. That's not how you supposed to meet. But back to that video. If you out with your girl and she bring 18 friends and she asks you to pay for all 18 of her friends,
You shouldn't be asking.
she don't fuck with you.
Or she knows you're
She
rich.
don't like you. She don't want you.
Now that's
I mean, if
different.
you're-
Well, if you're rich,
Yeah.
if you're rich and you ain't paying for your girl 18 friends, you might not fuck with her. See,
Yeah.
it's either or. But if she know you ain't got it, like
I
she
mean,
said,
You should be allowed to go
or she
out.
know you barely making it, or she know you trying to get your bank right, and she asks you,
18 is a bit extreme. Now, I've been in situations where I'm talking to somebody and I have one of my friends and he's paid for everything. You know what I mean? That's
or
just-
even another couple that's there with
Another
you. Maybe,
couple,
Yeah, maybe
or
you're there with a couple of friends and somebody goes, you know what, I got the check.
if they're
That's-
doing
that's
shots, he gets
normal.
the shot. All the shots
So
on
4
him.
people, maybe
Type
even
shit, but
6, maybe 6. But past that, you're being. It's a party.
it's
You're paying
just
for the party.
unrealistic. And that was so staged. I also feel like it's just so staged. Everything is
So this wasn't even real. You don't think?
No, they were
No, that
totally
wasn't
trying
real.
to go viral, and that's the new thing.
but that's
yeah.
the
glad
new
I
thing. I
didn't
don't
see
like that no more. It's like a lot of
can't
people
stand that.
staging stuff.
Yeah.
for
Cause
attention.
controversy and
Yeah,
get
it's a good conversation to have to get the conversation rolling, but it just not a
but
good
these
place.
people is real life getting famous from that type of stuff.
Okay.
Like the lady that put the Gorilla Glue in her head.
That was staged. I didn't even think about that.
I think
That
she
should've
did
been
that to
staged.
go viral.
Yeah, somebody say I hate it. Yeah, I hate it too. Yeah, that was LC Robinson. She said,
I
hate
know.
it. Yeah. It's nasty out here. People just thirsty right now. We got some comments coming in. Kenneth, you overload me. He said, he said, okay, you talking to somebody else. You and him got something going on in the chat. But I do want to get back to a comment you said. Let me see where you at. Here's Kenneth. You said something about her attitude. There you go, right there. You say, I'm gonna say a woman. You said the other way. You said a woman attitude can turn your spirit off. Yeah.
Vice versa too, though. Vice versa. Everything is vice versa nowadays.
Yeah, of course.
But I don't know. I just feel like everything is just so weird. That's my word. I'm like, this is weird.
Well, you're trying to know. That's the thing. People are trying to order somebody online.
Yeah, that's what we were finna talk about.
You know what I mean?
You asked how do we meet people nowadays?
That's the reason that I think I found my wife the way I did.
What did you find her?
Living life.
But life and living life now and living life back in
Same
the
thing.
90s is different.
It's not.
The
No,
only
it's
difference
not.
is you got this. The only difference is you go on the phone and tell everybody what you're doing and everything else. Within 3 years we had My Stupid Space. Of 2002 and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it was out there, but I met my wife doing something. Like I was learning and teaching dance, and I met her doing the same thing, I was with another girl at the time, and eventually got with her, and that's how we met, doing living, just being out around each other and doing. So we didn't go out and try to order somebody online. Just go out. Maybe that's the thing. People should get out and just live their life.
But you know what's so crazy? They don't know how to no more. People have more personality and more likely to like get to know you and get a sense of them online than in person. Like I feel like we were saying about being desensitized, social media has desensitized people. They don't even have personalities. That video of that girl, she done developed somebody else's personality, like the city girl's personality. That's not even a real thing. That's an artist, and she's developed that as her personality, and that's why the interaction between her and her nigga is like that, because she's in character. You feel what I'm saying? Like people be in character. They don't even really have.
Yeah, people do.
So that's why
it's an affect,
dating weird, because you don't like. You really don't get a sense of people anymore. Honestly.
And I encourage that too. I still encourage men to go out, make sure you just spit in game. We got to get back to game spit.
Or just do something that's like that another person is also interested in. That's the thing. If you're doing something,
and then nobody dates anymore. It's almost like
is everybody just hiding in their room?
They just hunching.
Go out to have sex.
Yeah. This is exactly what's happening. They're hiding in their rooms on their phone, having all the personality online, posting all of their highlights online. So then people are attracted to that. I'm gonna say, for example, like girls, they see guys that look flashy and like they have money, but you never stop and think like, oh, I wonder how he is as a person. Like, and then you're attracted to that, and then you get in that cycle of now you want to date the niggas that got this, that, and the third, and it's a mess. It is. So
I'm so lucky to be old and done.
Yeah, you blessed. You are blessed. You have had your wife for a long time.
All right, hey man, salute to everybody tuning in on the Ranter Junior. Make sure you get a like in. Make sure you get a share in. You had some. Real quick, we didn't even get to the Sesame Street thing. Did you see the Sesame Street thing?
Oh, is it the damn? Like a parade,
yes,
with some friggin' dude that's like only not talking to little black children.
Yes,
yeah,
I ain't see it.
Did you see that?
Yes,
you didn't see it.
Mm-mm.
If that is real, that is the most fucked up thing ever.
Now that is real.
It
was real.
That's not staged. You don't think?
No, I don't think.
Oh my god,
I can tell. Let me see. I'll be able to know, like,
because it's like it's pretty blatant and ridiculous.
I'm gonna pull it up right here because I want to put it on the screen so everybody can see it.
Now, I don't think it's actually Sesame Street, is it?
It's the some type of Sesame Street place. Probably one little cheap theme park that they just licensed to use some of the Sesame Street characters in their little parade.
It didn't even look like a character I recognize. It just looked like some fuzzy thing.
Yeah, there you go, right here. So the Sesame Street place, they're under fire, because they ain't have no.
When did this happen? Like,
this happened over the weekend.
Okay,
it's happened over the weekend. It's been,
and the video looked old almost when I saw it.
Who knows when it happened? It went viral this weekend.
Right.
We don't know.
The video
when it
I saw looked like it was bad quality, but maybe it's just a bad quality phone or something.
There you go, right here. Let's see. Oh, they got an ad. We'll wait till the ad go out.
It's freaking heartbreaking if that's real.
We're a community of over 19.
I got some, and I bet I see something that nobody else sees. And
in that video,
no, it's not in the video. You just got to know what I see. This is something you just gotta know.
Oh my god!
I don't want to be sad. Don't tell me.
And this is going to sum all this mess up. This is going to clean this junk up. He's going to clean all this junk up. What I put? Why can't I?
It already makes me sad enough with Tupac and Kobe back there.
Did that make you sad?
I mean,
you don't care nothing about no Tupac.
Guys. What, Tupac?
You like the Tupac back in the day?
Yeah, what do you know about Tupac, young man?
That's all I
you weren't even born when Tupac was around.
This
his job.
So they were saying that she stopped at the white kids, but when it came to the black kids,
The video I saw.
Let me watch the video one more time.
The video I saw looked pretty. There was one where he literally like did
They
like
had
a
another
no,
angle.
like he waved no, like no, thank you to the little shot.
Yeah, but they said that she was hugging another one. They had another angle. I can't remember where I seen the angle at, but
What I saw was either staged or evil. It was only one of the two.
Why? That's a little deep. But I'm gonna tell you what they said because they put. Oh, I mean, I can't do it. I can't do it.
They already have an excuse.
Oh yeah, they put out a statement and all. They put out a statement.
Who did, the family or the park?
The park. I'm just got my shit together here for some reason. For some reason, I don't have my. He says she confirmed that no longer in a relation with Kill Bill.
That's like every week.
That's so ghetto.
Who is somebody commenting?
No. It's somebody something else.
You want me to read the statement?
Do you want to read it?
So, okay, Sesame Street says, we sincerely apologize to the family for their experience.
Oh, my bad. I'm got you reading it. I done changed the screen.
In our park on Saturday, we know that it is not okay. We are taking action to do better. I'm not even gonna read all that because basically Sesame Street's saying they see the same thing everybody else saying. If they say, you know what I'm saying, ain't even no point of. So it was wrong. They did
they're
it.
not defending it. They're just saying
no, they did defend it.
They're saying we're sorry and we'll.
No, they did defend it. They did defend it. Keep reading.
Okay, we are committed to making this right. We will conduct training for our employees so they better understand, recognize, and deliver an inclusive, equitable, and entertaining experience to our guests. For over 40 years, Sesame Place has worked to uphold the values of respect, inclusion, and belonging. We are committed to doing a better job making children and families feel special, seen, and included.
Hold on, that's the apology. But this is when they came out explaining. Okay, this is when they came out explaining. There you go, right there.
Our brand, our park, and our employees stand for inclusivity and equality in all forms. That is what Sesame Place is all about, and we do not tolerate any behaviors in our park that are contrary to that commitment. We also are and have always been committed to making sure every family and every child has the best possible experience at our parks, and we are incredibly disappointed when that does not happen. Regarding the incident yesterday, the costumes our performers wear sometimes make it, I know they was going to say this, make it difficult to see at lower levels, and sometimes our performers miss hug requests from guests. I knew they were going to say that.
But when you look at the video,
that's why I said I wanted to watch it again.
I'm going to play it again. When you look at the video, you can obviously see that.
Did it look down? I feel like it looked down and was like, no.
It's tight around the chest.
That's the one I saw that made me think it looked the one that looked bad was the person literally saying like it looked like not you is what I saw.
Oh dang, that's okay. Now we got the white interpreter here.
Yeah,
that's what that means. Not
that's
you.
That's what I would have done.
No, little black kid, not you.
Yeah,
beat it.
Maybe, but in defense, he was doing the no before. Look, no before.
No, that was a wave. He looked down.
That's a finger.
Oh, he did.
But he went like this to the little kids. You see? So he said no to whoever was. And then he went. Yeah.
In his defense, that kid could have been armed.
But they had another video that came out where.
And also, are they able to hug the characters? Because the little girl's reaching out for a hug. Maybe he's like, no. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I hate to believe that. People that blatantly racist.
They say that they hugged the white girl, but she gave him a high five.
Yeah.
But they got another video
where
she's
trying to hug him.
I mean, there's the only reason I think there's got to be a good explanation for it. Because I mean, would somebody be that blatant in a parade? That's just ridiculous. That's
what I'm like.
And that's why I've come here to tell y'all it wasn't nothing racist about what y'all just saw. See, y'all just looking at the costume, and y'all automatically thinking, oh, they said no to 2 little black girls. That must be some type of racist white person inside the costume. But I'm here to let y'all know, if it was somebody who was denying a little black kid a hug, it was another black person. It was another black person. See, white people, they doing that type of job. They don't give a fuck about nothing. They don't favor no little white kids. But a black person to hug a little white kid and skip over a black one.
I don't know.
See, they didn't say who was in the costume.
True. That's true. It could be a black person in there.
It could have. But
I also feel like
money that it was a black person.
I also feel like maybe Sesame Street, if it was a black person, should have said that. Because that'll kill the racist shit right there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe they're not supposed to hug or touch the kids, or maybe I don't know. Maybe the child was too small and he couldn't see, or she, whatever it was inside the costume.
Because those white people that do those acts, they like.
Yeah, once they're in that costume, they are that creature.
Yeah, they don't care. They be floating around.
Yeah, you put me in that thing, and I'm literally going to become a happy monster that likes every color, and I don't like anybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. That's something else.
That's interesting, right?
Yeah.
You ain't think about that twist, huh?
You know what? When I had
that could have been a black.
I don't think they were black because
sticker.
they wouldn't be saying about inclusion and equality, and that's kind of telling on yourself right there that the person was.
No, it was just funny to me to think.
When I had a Bernie Sanders sticker on my truck, every time a redneck would do something, I would think, oh, he's just because he sees this sticker and he hates me. And I didn't have the sticker anymore, and then rednecks were still being assholes. And I'm like, wait a minute, maybe they're just assholes.
Nah, Herman. We got to hear about your little discrimination between what is this white on white violence? What is
we
this?
don't like each other that much either,
and that's so interesting because I wish more white people
in general are assholes to each other. Just men.
I wish more white people would not just allow the idea that it's a black on black thing, because this is white on white crime. It is like Mexican on Mexican crime.
And I seen a white guy was arguing with his ex-wife, his wife ex-husband. They were arguing over custody of where my son at. White guy laid him down. He ain't give a damn about we white brothers in the struggle. Do y'all say that, white brothers in the struggle?
What struggle?
That's real now.
I mean, dude, I saw the fight last night. We were having Mexican food not far from here, and my wife's memory. If she sees somebody, she knows them forever. And she saw this black guy and his white lady next to him, and she was just yelling at him in the restaurant, and she was like mimicking like wrestling moves she was gonna do to him, like they're like just doing all this stuff and just talking crazy to him. And my wife was like, I remember that guy. He works at, I'm not going to say where he works, but she goes, and he's got a bad limp. When he gets up, I bet he has a limp. And this poor guy gets up after he's been yelled at for like 30 minutes and he's just limped to the bathroom. And but the moral of the story is never get with a white lady because they think they can just do anything they want.
Do.
They act crazy.
Yeah, they do.
I was worried because she acted,
I heard that.
Because I've seen it before.
You ain't got to tell me that as a black man.
Because what a white guy would normally be, just like, yes, honey. I'm like, okay, all right. But I was just, I was watching her and thinking, is this that?
Now that's interesting. Did you discriminate against white women?
They're just, they're very loud.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever get pushed back from white people from having a Mexican wife?
Yeah.
You do?
Not a lot, but occasionally.
From who? White women?
No.
From
Mexican,
just people that think they want to say things that are, they think are funny.
Do you get pushed back from Mexicans for having a Mexican wife?
I don't hang out with them.
You don't know.
You don't hang out with her family?
But no, her family's great.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So what did you normal and functional, right? You like, oh, cool.
Did you stay away from white women on purpose in your life?
No.
It just end up that way?
Yep. No preference.
You probably had white girlfriends and stuff, talk to white women and stuff, yeah.
You ever had a black girlfriend?
Half black.
I'm talking about she black. She black.
She's half black, I think, or at least, or maybe I think half. She was adopted, so we don't know exactly. But she looks like she was half black.
She was. So we gonna classify
You've seen
her
her
as white.
You've seen her in a movie before.
What movie she was in?
I'm not gonna say.
You dated somebody famous?
Not really. No.
Was she just like an extra?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Oh, then why you talking about we say we posed?
It must be a big known movie then.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what's the best? Black, white, or half black?
The best?
Yeah. Far in the bed.
I don't know, man. These Latin girls are delicious.
What'd you say?
What?
Those what?
Latin girls?
Oh, Latin
or Hispanic?
Whatever. I don't know.
Hispanic.
Yeah.
He's not no
Hispanic,
damn
Latina. Yeah.
All right. That's very interesting.
What you think? You ever been with a white girl?
Yes, I've been with a white girl before. I never been with a Hispanic girl before.
Would you like to?
Of course. Why not? Shit.
So far in your experience with black and white women, who's the best in the bed?
I'm just gonna go for black because I done probably been with more black women than white women.
Did the white girl do her thing though?
We were young. So I don't know about what to do. I wasn't doing my thing.
Okay.
That shit. So I ain't gonna say what she do.
She didn't have time to really. She didn't really have time.
She didn't
to get
know.
into
She was
it,
I was inexperienced.
Yeah,
There's
but
only
I
like 3
never.
minutes to work with.
No, I never slept with a white woman as
an adult.
No.
I've been with my wife longer than I was not with.
How old you were when you got your wife?
Like 20.
Oh damn, you have. Yeah, if your wife leave you, man, you jumping off a bridge. I already know.
She's not gonna leave you.
She's not going anywhere.
She's not leaving you.
You spent more years with your wife than not with your wife.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and the sad thing, I mean, girls are stupid. There's a line of girls standing just hoping my wife dies.
What girl is hoping your wife dies? Serious, Herman?
So last week we was saying about I just had a brain. Okay, I wanted to ask him since he's married. What was we talking about last week?
No.
I wanted to ask you a question. It's gonna come to me. But since you're married, I wanted to ask you. But
do you want to get one of those topics you brought to the table? I would like to discuss one of those. We got a couple more minutes.
All right. So this was a conversation that I thought would be interesting to discuss: forgiving your partner versus forgiving your friend. So in the black culture, typically girls, because I don't know, I'm a girl, I'm not a guy. So girls are more likely to forgive their baby daddy, boyfriend, husband than they are to forgive a friend.
What?
Right. And I go back and forth with like being on the side of like I'm gonna always forgive my partner over a friend. Being that most of the time your friend only serves the purpose of like your friend, and your partner is your friend, your partner, your whatever, you know what I mean? So it's almost like, of course, you're going to be more likely to forgive and work out.
But could make it even worse. Like, if your partner or whatever fucks up, and that could be way more serious.
But most people are likely to like want to be back with and repair with their relationship than a friend.
Oh yeah.
From what I heard from some people, they say, well, if my man leave me, I know I can still turn to my friends. So I'm gonna take up for my friends.
Then you have some girls that's like, I'm gonna repair with my nigga because I can't fuck my friends. You know what I mean? So
that's a weird way to state it. I don't think that's the way you mean it. Probably you mean.
Well, that's exactly how I mean it. Most people are more than likely to not get the same. And not even with sex. Just the whole thing with your partner
when you
is more
decide to
fulfilling.
Get married, you mean boyfriend or girlfriend? I guess is something else different. But like when you're, and my wife and I were together for a long time before we got married. We were together for a good 5 years. So. Like we've been married for 18 years of those years. So, like the question isn't really your man or your friends. Like if it's just your man, like this guy you're dating and fucking, and your friends, those people are kind of equal. But like when you decide to get married,
that's why I say don't expect your wife treatment.
That's with the person,
the husband and wife treatment as a boyfriend.
Well, here's the thing though: when you decide to get married. That's the person that you've decided, A, you're not going to fuck around on them, and B, they're not going to fuck around on you. And if they do, at least in my version of it, that's it. That's death for that relationship. So it's as serious as that. So like,
While if your wife fucks somebody else that's over 25 years, is over?
Hell yes.
No, man.
Done.
No.
Even faster. The longer. No. As a matter of fact,
if I'm with my wife 25 years and she fucks somebody else, I'm still staying.
Ugh. I'd be disgusted. I would be like, done.
I probably won't smash no more, but if we already 25
because I feel like 25 years and you would risk that for, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference in the relationship of a friend and everything else is that this is that part of that relationship is that serious.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody in here get mad that we ain't that. Oh, she say, let me see what's your face talking about real quick.
I mean, I guess people can get back together after fucking around, but I mean, it's just like, I don't know.
Hold on, Wendy. No, man, I'm not leaving my wife for 25 years because she got some side, especially if it's on the 25th year. We'll work that out, babe. We'll work that out. We'll even that out.
He's so backwards.
I go get me some side vagina to even that out.
No, and see, now we got to do all of that. It's just like, let's just go ahead.
If it stopped right there, but 25 years,
yeah, because that's the thing.
Because of sex,
yeah, but once it happens, once it happens for one time, all you're gonna do now is spend the other half of your life together torturing each other. Fuck that. Set each other free. If you need to fuck around, then go fuck around. Like if I needed to go get some side pussy that badly, I would just tell my wife, okay, honey.
Now, if you went out and cheated on your wife, would you expect her to leave you?
If I needed, no, here's the thing. Here's the difference. Actually, here's the difference. If I needed some side pussy that badly, I'm like, damn, honey, I just can't live with. I would tell my wife that and see if we could figure that out together, maybe, or if she could allow me to go and sow those fucking oats. But if she came to me with that same question, the answer is fuck no, that's disgusting. And
why is it?
You think your wife wouldn't say fuck no, that's disgusting?
I would assume she would. That's why I would. But I mean,
but if you were to cheat, do you expect your wife to leave if she found out?
Yes.
After 25 years?
Yes.
No, I don't think she would leave.
But why would it be disgusting for her to do it? Is it more disgusting for her to do it than for you to do it?
No.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Because, men feel like when women cheat, it's so much worse because another man has conquered you and you have insides and a man went inside of you.
It's only worse because we're programmed genetically that once that happens, technically, I mean, really, most men, once that happens, the man wants to kill the other man. I mean, that's just where as an animal, that's where my brain goes. So, I mean, I don't know.
Is that for just your wife or is that for any woman that you done slept with? Would you think? Far as a man, should a man want to kill?
Want to? Yeah. Give in to that legally. You don't have that option really, unless you're deciding to go to jail forever. But,
that's interesting.
But I mean, that's the thought. That's what your brain wants to do.
Hold on, let me hear what Wendy talk about. Wendy,
yeah, what's up?
What you got popping, Wendy? Hello? I can't hear you. Unmute yourself. You go,
Wendy?
I don't know what happened to Wendy. Oh, she gone. She dropped off.
Oh, she's
I was going to ask you that. 25 years, you leaving your husband because he cheated? Be honest.
Yeah.
What? Damn.
And no.
Yo.
Yeah and no.
Y'all some quitters.
No. Yeah and no. I'm going to say, oh, my shirt unzipping on.
Little peek. No big deal.
Yeah and no. Okay, if you cheated, that's something that we make and repair with like counseling and I don't know. But niggas don't be just cheating one time. It's not, and then do you have the patience? That's what I was talking about the first time I came on. Do you have the patience to go through all the motions that I'm going to require for you to get my trust back? No, it's not going to work. You're not going to let me check your phone. You're not going to you're not going to share. You're not going to it's just, it become, like you said, you become ugly to each other. And then at that point, that's that too. But then at that point, it's like, we're not even really husband and wife. We kind of like enemies that got attachment issues and all kinds of other shit. Like, So I don't know, but 25 years is a long time. So I don't know.
Yeah, and I have children with my wife and everything.
That's more reason to stay.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Now, here's the thing. This is a person that I will always love.
Mhm.
But if my wife fucked around or vice versa, the kind of torture and bullshit that would introduce into both of our lives is something I wouldn't put into anyone's life that I love. So
That's why I say that's why it's good for everybody to spend a good amount of time single.
Yeah.
Because as somebody that you been in a relationship for 25 years, that's all you've been with, I can see why would you want to leave. Because you know what I mean? You're still going off that love and trust. See, me, if I spend a couple years out here single and seeing what's really out here, I would expect that. And I'll actually salute my wife if she stayed faithful 25 years straight. I salute you. Yeah, you got your little side dick on the side. Okay, bye, boom. But we're going to keep it moving. I'm not finna jump out and not unless she want to leave. Most of the time, a woman.
But what if it's she
ready to roll anyway?
What if it develops into an affair? It's not just
that's
a cheating.
What I'm saying. If she ready to leave the family because she cheated, that's different. She ready to leave. She ready to leave. I can't. Forced love is not love.
Yeah, see, I think you've been forced into having to kind of make more of a deal with the world and the way the world wants things to be.
I'm preparing myself whether I have to make a deal.
It's almost like you're making a bed for this perfection of life, and by the time you get it, you're dead. See, life is way shorter than people think it is. So for me, that whole because I had plenty of time to get plenty of pussy. So once I decide I'm going to marry a woman and stay with her forever, that's the deal now. And so if she breaks that or I break that, fine. You know, after this long amount of time, I'm never going to not love this woman, like I said. But
that's what's more reason for you to stay.
But then no, because now you've introduced this issue, and I'm not going to torture myself or her for the remainder of life, which is once again a very short amount of time. You think life is long, it's fucking gone. And you know, 20
do you
years
feel like you've been married for 25 years?
Yeah, another 20 years of being stressed out about that. No, you need more dick. Go get more dick. I'll be fine. I just don't think that's, I wouldn't want to live with that. I wouldn't want to live with that as our relationship.
That's amazing.
People, but that's the thing. So people get so obsessed with, I guess, some new dick and new pussy. I don't know. It's just that's
they are obsessed with it, and it's like the driving force to.
It's like don't get married. Then.
Want
it's
something
like,
new.
Live that life. You know what I mean? There's plenty of people out there doing that.
New sex is overrated. I will say that.
Yeah, I think
older
so
sex is better just because you and that person, y'all used to each other, y'all know what you like, you know how long it take. Boom, boom, boom.
You comfortable.
New people put on a more performance when it's time to have sex.
Nah, you could put on a performance.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, it should always be a performance.
No,
it should
not performance. Dramatics.
It should be dramatics.
Yeah,
it shouldn't. You shouldn't lose that. Dramatic? Yeah, you shouldn't lose that. That's probably why you still feel like you still have that.
Here's what
I'm a quiet fucker. I like quiet fuckers.
You like to fuck or make love?
Make love. I like to make love.
Okay.
Look, I challenge.
I like to switch it up. I like to go from.
You like to switch it up.
Which is not a sex show, you know what I mean? I like to, you know what I mean? Both really, you know.
I'm confident that she don't need to go nowhere.
Okay.
Okay, Big Herm. Big Herm with the black worm. Yes.
It's darker than me.
I've never had a white.
You never been with a white man?
I've never been with a white man. Talk to a white man. None of that.
Why not?
I just haven't.
You might be missing out. That might be a white man. Maybe your soul.
I read that.
It's very possible.
I read that.
You ready for a white soulmate?
Nah, I want a black soulmate. I ain't gonna hold you.
See, you got too many.
I want to be a black man, a black king.
He black. Yeah, I don't want to age with I don't want to get with no white woman. White women don't age good.
Yeah, my wife is beautiful. She's like,
your wife still look pretty good. No offense, I'm not looking at your wife or nothing. But
she's gorgeous.
She look. Very
I love the way you speak of your wife. That's beautiful.
I wish I would have been married 25 years. That's what I was aiming for.
You're not old enough.
In my
You're not old enough.
Once I get to that point, I want to get to that point, like whatever. But you know, at least when I get about 45, I want to say, yo, I've been married.
Yeah.
But who care about being married? Sometimes I don't even
see what he do is I'm
one of them niggas. I don't know what I want far as that. Like I was just telling somebody the other day, like I'll get married, but I don't want to go downtown and have a white man all in my business.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not like religious, so I mean, I'm fine being with her, not married, whatever, you know.
On paper?
Yeah, we just ended up getting married.
Okay, cool.
Oh, you were okay with just not actually having to have the wedding marriage ring, but she wanted that.
Yeah, I mean, we've been together for I guess 4 or 5 years already, and we decided to finally get married.
Yeah.
Oh, you proposed to her?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. You making it sound like she proposed to you.
No.
No, I don't get that from what he's saying. You be making it like so. I keep telling him he just ain't had the right experience.
Bitter.
He's damaged.
I'm bitter.
Yeah,
you're damaged.
I'm the most positive outlooking person out
This
there.
is actually like the beginning of this. This could be like the
little therapy.
No, this is like the beginning of like a little like a romance movie about a guy that finds his perfect soulmate and he just can't. You know, this is what's gonna happen. Are there any ladies watching right now?
Yeah, some of my homegirls.
Some of your homegirls, they want to holler. You know what I mean?
It's a very handsome.
I didn't say that. I said some of them are on
really
here.
cool
I
hair,
hate
dude.
when I don't need other men talking about I'm handsome. That don't.
You could do so many push-ups. I mean, probably 7.
That's a lot. All right, man. Listen, I appreciate these lovely people for coming here tonight. We didn't get. We had some more topics. But I don't think Herman will know about all this black stuff I got here.
Dude, I will study up black things.
You need to. Do you know who Bow Wow and Orlando Brown is?
Is he still Lil or is he now just a
He's
Bow Wow?
Bow Wow.
He used to be Lil.
They call him Shad Moss.
But he was the same guy, this Lil Bow Wow,
yes.
Right? Okay.
You know
him?
him?
I know that is. I knew.
What about Orlando Brown?
No.
Orlando Brown, he was a kid actor. He was in Major Pain.
That's So Raven.
That's So Raven. I'm trying to think that you know with some stuff you'll know. He was in some more stuff too.
My kids watched all those shows.
Yeah, I forgot what else Orlando Brown was in.
My kids know all black stuff. My kids don't even have any white friends.
Wow.
I love that for them.
They mix, right?
Yeah. Well, they're mixed with,
Do they speak Spanish?
No.
You got these kids whitewashed?
Nope. My daughter's best friend lives right down the street right there.
What do your kids identify with? Mexican or white?
I don't think they don't really. I don't know. I never asked them.
And do they need to? Do you feel like they need to? No, you just But I feel like, see, with other races, y'all can do that. Black people, like, I need my kids to know that they're black. And that why it's important to be proud that you're black. Like, you could probably do that with your kids, and they are fine.
Why don't y'all do that? Like, teach y'all kids to be proud to be white.
Because his kids technically aren't white either.
It's a vague thing. White. You know
I'm white and I'm proud.
You got white people all the way from like Eastern Russia all the way to to England. So it's like so many different types of white people.
And that's what black people starting to figure out too. That black thing is too vague.
Yeah.
So what I am is I'm a foundational black American. Know what I mean? I ain't got nothing to do with no Africa. I ain't got nothing to do with no slavery. And most black people that was in Florida was Maroons. Really? Florida had the least amount of slave colonies. You know that, right?
No.
Yes. A lot of people that was in Florida was freemen and people that escaped slavery and set up colonies in these different swamps. Yeah, man.
My family was swampers. Okefenokee.
Oh, Bill, come on, stop.
I was a tour guide out there.
But serious though, this has been a very interesting conversation.
Yeah.
Very educational in the beginning. Let's do a whole history podcast one day.
I will not be here for that.
What?
I'm gonna be asleep. That stuff make me sleepy.
Why? You don't want to know where you come from?
I do want to know where I come from, but I just feel like we have to live in today. That shit is not going to. I mean, it's great to attain a lot of knowledge, but I'm trying to figure out what the fuck going on right now.
But all this thinking that we were slaves,
that's even scarier.
And white people came over here and they brought us over here on some ships, and only people that explored the earth.
And you just will never know. All of this stuff is theoretical.
It was evil Spaniards and Portuguese.
No, man. Black people was exploring this earth way before white people even thought of it.
But then they stopped.
No, they never. See, this all this fake history that white people, black people was exploring the earth, and then they just up and stopped. So all these ships were just out here. No, black people never stopped. That's what I'm trying to let people know. We never stopped doing
We stop now.
That's a whole different conversation.
Okay,
she just put a real.
But we systematic. We've been systematically brainwashed.
I agree with that.
And taken out of our history and washed out, brainwashed out of who we really is.
It wasn't easy, and I wish you would stop trying to ruin it.
No, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. These people spent a lot of time with these education, and to go back to that, I want to finish on that. They were teaching us a lot of fake history back then, because remember when we was in school, they used to take us to all these museums. They don't got no museums no more. All these museums was funded by Congress to be pushing all these fake history, all these fake artifacts. Even when you go to Dr. Martin Luther King house now, that's not even his damn house. The stuff that's in there.
Hey,
and
it's just some bullshit. No, in Atlanta.
I went to not to cut you off. I visited where he was assassinated at the Lorraine Hotel. A beautiful experience.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is these certain museums was set up by Congress to indoctrinate the kids over the years, and they made it laws for people to refer to themselves as Indians. Look up Indians, and then look at some of the black people walking around today, and you tell me, we ain't no Indian.
We are. That's why everybody be like, they got no Indian in them.
No, I ain't talking about these fake actors that they got walking around here. I'm talking about, you go look at the Indians, they had their bows and all that. They made that stuff all illegal. They don't talk about all that, but before Jim Crow, all that stuff for black people referring to themselves as Indians, they cut all that out. That's when they classified us as colors.
He needs a hat. Made of tinfoil.
Yeah, they want you. That's what they want.
Have you ever heard the tinfoil hat?
Tinfoil kufi.
Have you ever heard tinfoil hat?
They call it a kufi. I don't need no tinfoil kufi.
I know what a kufi is.
This is real rap, what I'm saying here, Herman. And I'm glad you denied it because you know it's true. But
I actually went through. We need to spend some time because I actually went through literally a decade of reading history that was not really real history,
pseudo history.
Yeah, but
I'm telling you the real shit.
No, that's what you are talking about.
No, that's not no pseudo history. White people was not the only people
theoretical.
Getting it
what you're saying is theoretical. It's just you just never know.
No, the Africa is a theory. I mean, the from Africa is a theory. That's why when them people come over here to this day, they don't want nothing to do with us now because there's no connection. They be like, I don't know you, nigga.
Nah,
the difference is that now the actual physical differences in the black people that have been here the longest, a lot of that is from fucked up shit like actual breeding. That's why you get so much more actual athletic and strong people that do not exist in fucking Africa.
Listen, black people, we was already here. We the true Indians. And I'm taking this, and I'm close out here. It's the same thing white people did with the Jews, running around here claiming that they Jews. And when you know all the black people was Jews, they just took that history and flipped it. The same thing. This stuff was really done by mad scientists, doctors, and I'm gonna go do more research because I got the information, and I'm gonna bring you the doctor's name that brought this indoctrination to America. This all race thing, this stuff is deep. This is really a construct, and we need to start breaking this construct down.
It's too deep for me.
We need to start breaking this construct down because then we're gonna come together. And
what is that gonna do though? What's the goal in that?
The rise up against the elite because the government got our foot. Got us paying these high gas prices. Food is going out.
So you don't think that there's always gonna be a high class, middle class, poor?
Yes, but it's not going to be based on race.
Right.
Okay.
See, right now it's based on race. And then when you get up there with the money, then they'll base it on class. But right now, while you poor us, they want to keep us all fighting on the base of race. Because white people got to get up and go to work just like we do. But it's the only thing that they got that's working for them that we don't have is they white and they get immunity from the law. You know what I mean? So they can go out here and act a damn fool. They know they're going to get a slap on the wrist. We go out here and act a damn fool. We know we're going to do some time and pay a healthy fine. That's the only difference. They going to pay their taxes.
Oh, yeah.
They got to go to work every day. Ain't nobody, white people that's lazy. They don't want them on earth either. They look at them as unnecessary eaters. So, yeah, man, this elite stuff is big. So we have to start looking at these people who really getting the money. Because all these amongst each other is nothing.
You guys, he's going to be okay.
Yeah, he is.
I'm not going to be okay. But I didn't want to bring that. He said it'll always be about race. It's a different social setting. Ooh. I don't think so. I don't think so. So people don't care about race. You got to think. White women.
Maybe I don't think that's true.
You put people together and you just let people do their thing. I feel like they won't care about race. I feel like they'll just start
at a certain point. I think we have come very far because, like I always say, black people was never supposed to make it this far. We just keep figuring shit out. So now that there are a lot of black elite people, there might not be a lot of them, but there are, and I feel like it will always be about race. I agree with that.
Everybody expects this to happen way faster.
I think it'll go from it being about race to it being about, like he said, social and black people being in rooms with these people, and because now we do have a lot more like inclusivity as far as everything almost. So we can't really make it seem like black people ain't came.
We don't got no inclusivity too. It's the illusion of inclusivity.
I don't know about that. Not in today's time.
It's all illusion.
There's still a lot of separation, but it still hasn't been that long. That's the thing. We're really hard on ourselves as a culture because shit really just happened.
And it's happening.
Other countries don't have to deal with this. You go to Africa, it's mostly black, but they still get colonized by different cultures over there. But you go to Chinese, it's Chinese.
So like you said,
Asian.
social setting. It's kind of
we've moved really fast, and we should be able to look at ourselves a little more favorably, and because of that, because people like to do the 1619 thing. Like and even farther back, saying that the United States was established in slavery, but really the United States was not established until 1776, and then within 100 years of that, we were fighting over and getting rid of slavery. Within 50 years, we began that fight. So it was only 70 years from the inception of the country to us fighting over and getting rid of slavery. And then it's still, it's not that long. It's like some people just died. When there were still people when I was a little kid alive, there were people whose grandparents were slaves. You know what I mean? So it's like we haven't come real far.
Yeah.
Like you can ask most white people, when's the last time you were in a black friend's house? And it's going to be like 60%, maybe 70%. Like, I don't know, maybe never.
Well, I appreciate you coming to a black studio. What you think of this black studio?
This is scary.
Damn. but okay, thank you. But this is what I'm going to say. Another thing about white people, that's how I know black people was over here first. Because when white people got over here, they didn't know how to farm the land. Who taught them how to farm this land?
Well, actually,
cause the people that y'all calling the Indians, which is some other people, wasn't fucking with the white people.
No.
So who was teaching them how to do the land over here?
Well, actually, the farmers that came here from Europe had been farming for thousands of years.
They didn't know how to crop over here. Everything that they was cropping over here was dying until other foundational black Americans was showing them how to crop the land.
They did get help with you're talking about the English settlers and Dutch here in America.
Indigenous people, which was black.
They weren't black. They were Asiatic descent.
No, we keep y'all the same. I'm Asiatic.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. They had the same color as me. We are our own ethnic group. If you look at the Africans that come over from Africa, they don't look nothing like us. They got big old foreheads. They hairline be all the way back here. They don't be looking nothing like us. They don't be looking like no black Americans. We know she a black American. You got Caribbean in your blood?
Why you say that?
Do you have Caribbean in your blood?
I don't know.
No, this is a foundational black American, indigenous black American.
You guys were subject to the longest genetic experiment in human history. It has never happened the way that it happened in America, where human beings were put together literally by people wanting to breed specific people for a few hundred years. It didn't happen, as far as I know. It may have happened in other forms of slavery, but from what I understand, the kind of slavery we did here was way different, way more systematic and larger scale.
See, he want to keep that line going. We're not doing that, man.
You can just look at the physicality of it.
Man, it was black people that was fighting back slavery. Slavery wasn't nothing.
And then
slavery was a joke. And I'm gonna leave it there.
It wasn't very funny.
It wasn't funny.
Right.
It wasn't funny, but it was a lot of black people. We was handling our business back then. He said Caribbean is a port of North America. Our people, he said people are the same. No. Because just like he said, when we came over here, they started breeding us. We started mixing in with different people. Yes, it's deep. It's not to be explained just in a sound bite. But we have to first we have to step out of the indoctrination of the back to Africa theory.
I love this topic, honestly, and there's stuff I would like to even tell you that I think that I don't even want to say on camera yet, but I will. But as far as what I think about the history of the genetics of the human race, and so I have some very specific ideas on that. We'll talk about that another time.
You talk about Nat Turner. Nat Turner didn't think it was funny.
Okay.
Ooh.
Did you watch that movie? Did you see that movie?
And I ain't gonna lie. And I hate to go here. Nat Turner might not even be real, my nigga.
What?
I'm just gonna put it out there. Nat Turner may not even be real. Who do you think
Nat Turner was real?
Who do you think make money off the licensing of Nat Turner name?
Who has that?
The U.S. Congress.
That don't mean he wasn't real. That just means
mean he wasn't real. But what they did back in the day with the media, they would use these fictional characters. This is how they program black. This shit is deep.
I think he was real.
You have to do a whole podcast just on your theories.
Say this for February.
They had this media.
When we get together.
And they just used Nat Turner as the boogeyman for all slave rebellions. This shit is deep.
It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we gotta roll. They said Harry Tubman was fake too.
I definitely am not going to any of those stupid mics tonight.
Hey man. Hey, I seen the proof. It makes sense to me. I'm a stupid Negro. He say Jesus is real. Ooh, yeah, Jesus was real. You know, and they go right back. And the father.
You need to read the comments once we end it.
You want to read the comments? We got a whole bunch of comments. Can you read? You want to run through?
Are they on the live?
I could put them on the screen.
Jesus was real, and he would not have been killed.
Well, if you're closing the show out, I don't want to hold him up.
Yeah, we don't want to hold it up. He say, Nat Turner is a failure. He got caught. Ooh. Somebody's that's V. She took a hard shot. But for real though, Nat Turner might have not been real because it makes sense. They use Nat Turner imaging and branding as a boogeyman for rebellion. And it's all type of paperwork. People can't even find a Nat Turner.
Well, why did they kill Jesus?
I'm gonna see because I don't know why I feel like
why did they kill Jesus?
Look up a picture of Nat Turner, and it's a stock picture.
Like, why do you think they killed Jesus?
Ooh, Jesus was because they didn't kill Jesus. That was predestined by God.
Okay.
Oh, you're saying
assuming that was supposed to happen.
Okay. Well, okay.
No, he's not an actual person.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
That person that they show you right there is Nat Turner. That's Frederick Douglass.
No, they don't say it's Nat Turner.
Who they say it is?
It doesn't say.
That's Frederick Douglass, though.
They're saying that this is Nat Turner, but this isn't really.
That's not Nat Turner either. That's
you
what
know. How do you know?
You can believe it.
How do you know?
Why is 50 million pictures coming up with Nat Turner? Who is that?
Because
that's Dante. You know that's Dante. That is not no Nat Turner. Show him that. Is that Nat Turner? Real nigga shit. Is that Nat Turner? That's who they saying Nat Turner is.
Not that Dante.
Who's Dante? I thought that was Jay-Z. Actually,
Just some random black guy.
He said he thought it was Jay-Z.
See, once you start putting these pieces together and you come from up under the indoctrination, because even down there in West Virginia, just like I was telling y'all, they got all these so-called sightings of, this the first house that they burnt down. That's not even a real house. They will find some old house, the government will buy it and say, this was the house that they was living in. This is the historical site. And they would just put a sign there. This is real talk.
Your idea of history is better. Because my version of history is pretty brutal. It's that make some of the shit people we didn't make any sense, and a lot of it we still do to this day.
In y'all version of history, black people are just laying down getting their ass whooped.
See, and that's
not even true to this day. Which black person you finna go out there and start beating on their ass as a white person?
Well, that's because today things are different.
No, things ain't no.
Yeah, they are.
You know how weak these black men is today?
You're right. I agree with that.
Black men back in the day was stronger than the ox.
But they also was helpless.
No, they what?
Mentally.
They was not. Oh, you gotta go. This is crazy.
No, my mom was texting me.
What did they say right here? They talk about something.
The Jews put a hit on Jesus because utopic societies without issue don't make money. Chaos and war will always be a fountain of income.
I think it's what this person's too smart for me, but I think they're trying to. The reason they killed him is because he fucking kicked over the moneylenders' tables. He fucked with the banks. He fucked pretty much. He was walking around preaching some peace, love shit. They didn't really like it that much. But when he went to the money lenders' tables and kicked those over and said that God does not believe in, you charging money to lend money, and that's when they decided to hand him over to the Romans and have him killed.
Yeah, but it probably was an accumulation of things. I don't think that was.
They really didn't give it. They didn't like him, but they didn't give a fuck until his people decided that banking. Usury is illegal, and that's really why the Jewish people have been treated badly for a long, long time. Is because white people or Christian people, for the longest time, it was against the laws of Christianity to charge interest. So Jews had to be in charge of banking. That's why Jewish people were in charge of banking all over the world, pretty much, is because Christians would not do interest rate. That's illegal. That's literally against Jesus. But that's what they killed him for. They killed him because of the banking, not because of his word, but because he pissed off the banks.
This is what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna close it out. It ain't even about Jesus, because Jesus is really insignificant. See, black people want to hold on to Jesus because they want to be lazy. Jesus say, "Greater works shall you do." So you supposed to be performing greater miracles than Jesus. Jesus is not God. Jesus was the Son of God. And Jesus is your brother. And Jesus told you could do greater things. So Jesus don't even matter. I'm not even getting hung up on no Jesus.
For real. I'm not even a Christian.
I'm writing my own. I'm starting my church, and we bringing a new form of religion, and it's going to be the religion.
There's so many of him out there. Y'all be careful.
It's going to be the religion of game, and it's going to have a Christian undertone, but it's not going to be.
This is every cult. Every single
That's
cult.
What I said. Be careful, guys.
But guys, be careful out here. That's all it is. It's gonna be him walking around in a row with no underwear on, trying to hook up with people's confused aunt.
Listen, man, this is not gonna be no cult.
Are you a confused lady?
Are gonna be free to do, and it's not gonna be no women. This is gonna be all men.
No, he's got a secret
ministry.
He's got a secret
where
too.
we focus on men.
Oh no, that's even worse.
You got to get with the time.
So wait a minute.
It's 2022.
I'll show y'all the doctrine. I've been working on it.
I don't want to know anything about your all men convent.
No. But it's women allowed, but the focus is gonna be on men. Oh yeah, you can come. But you're gonna be in a woman's place. You're not gonna be
what
over.
the fuck?
In other words, you
what that means?
You won't be allowed to be.
What can I not do in your church?
Well, you can't dock.
It's not gonna be no singing, dancing, and
plus you don't have a penis, so how can you touch chips with the other members if you don't have one?
And women just gonna be there just to get the word too.
But I can't have no say so. Just be quiet in the pews.
You don't got no say so at the regular churches. You just go there and be quiet.
If I was a woman,
when you come to my church, you want to say something.
If I was a woman, I would not show up to this weird church.
Just a mess
with a bunch of dudes hanging out. That sounds creepy.
I don't want to come to that church anyways.
No, you
don't come.
You're a nice girl.
I'm not coming to that church.
All right, but I ain't gonna explode my church. It will be starting, and I'm excited about it.
This is the stupidest podcast. I'm so apologize.
Why is it stupid?
I feel like I've taken your podcast totally off of its tracks.
No, I like it though. I like what we talked about because it was very informative, more than Why you discuss?
It's funny because the last time I saw Buck, I was talking about this stuff that I'm writing about this based on history.
Mm-hmm. Is that a book or
the first thing he said was, "You can't even talk about this shit, stupid." I'm like, why? Because that's the same kind of shit that white supremacists try to use to talk about slavery and why it should be legal. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Is that a book that you're writing?
Ironic. Hey, no, and I'm going to say this, and I was telling my mom this.
Oh, okay,
we need to bring back slavery, but just don't base it off race.
Just like if you're just a bad person.
No, just if you lazy, unproductive.
That's who we want to be our slaves.
A slave for the
how useful
for the
is that person?
We're gonna make you useful.
Child.
People are useful. They just don't have no direction.
Honestly, you should that maybe just as like people who are like pre-diabetic or like any kind that need to lose a certain amount of weight, you have to be a slave until you are in shape.
Day one popped out, ain't nobody in this motherfucker fly to me.
I just don't want motherfuckers sleeping all downtown, shit like that, outside begging and stuff. That type of shit.
They gonna be the slaves.
The worst slaves.
They're already kind of enslaved though. God, leave.
But they don't.
I don't like that word slavery. They gonna be productive.
Oh, that's a nice way to say slaves were productive.
They gonna be forcibly productive. That's live and on point.
It's a circle. It's a vicious circle.
See, and Logic, I've been saying this. This not nothing new. This ain't no new concept that I've been pushing. You say y'all need a Discord server. We do need it. What would that do? That'll get us to the supremacy.
Somebody just said that the other day. Is that like where like the gamers and stuff talk about things?
That's what the supremacists talk. Gamers. There and
my little girl.
And 4chan. You know about 4chan?
I've heard that one too. My daughter said Discord thing. My daughter's the one that said
nerd. That's funny. Yeah, but that's not no new concept. Hey man, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure you get a like in. Make sure you get a share in. Appreciate T. Nicole for popping through. And
thank you for having me.
Mr. Herman Nazarworth, the
Thank
great.
you for having me. Time to go tell jokes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go out and tell some jokes too. And www.therantersunion.com. That's where you can find our content and on their YouTube page. And tomorrow, Jay Lyric will be in the studio. He will be doing his intimate conversation. I don't know exactly what he got planned, but I seen him trying to recruit some stuff on Facebook, so it looked interesting. He said, "Ja, create a Discord family, trust me." Yeah, we do need a Discord. I've been hearing a lot of that. You gotta get it. We need to be everywhere on social media.
Social.
I'm just all over the place right now. So yeah, man, appreciate y'all tuning in. And I'm gonna be happy to go back and listen to this.
Yeah, me too.
And
I know I'm gonna laugh. I'll go back and watch it, but I'll be dying laughing.
Hopefully you edit it. Hopefully it's heavily edited.
Why you say that? This is real radio.
This is live.
This is live radio, no edits. That's that sucker shit.
Flipping
We out.